Oh boy, are you guys in for a treat today. Today I'm gonna be showing you all my Buckethead CDs. And Buckethead has made a lot of music over the years, and this is just a small fraction of what he has to offer, so I've got a lot to go through, so let's get started. Starting in chronological order, we have From the Coop, his very first ever known recordings. The recording quality is really bad since it was like recorded on like a multi-track tape cassette, but I mean, it's cool to see where he started off, because he recorded these when he was 19, and I mean, I'm 19, and I've been, at this point, I've been playing guitar longer than Buckethead was when he made this, and he's way better than me. It's not fair. Why does he have to be so awesome? Gotta have Acoustic Shards. Great acoustic album, even though he left the TV on and you can hear it in all the backgrounds, and yeah. Still a nice album. I let my friend borrow it once and he really liked it. Oh, Buckethead Land. This is hard to find because it's out of print, and when you do find it, it's super expensive. I don't really want to take it apart right now because it's kind of delicate, but like, yeah, it's literally just falling apart, but yeah, I really like the inside album booklet. I don't know why, but that picture is just, it fascinates me. Just goes to show Buckethead's morbid sense of humor. A little explanation about what Buckethead Land's all about. Yeah. I don't really take this anywhere. I don't really take it off the shelf for any reason, seeing how it's pretty expensive. But yeah. Moving on to his first Death Cube K release, Dreamatorium. I love scary stuff. I love atmospheric stuff. Like, if you go through my liked videos, half my liked videos are just creepypastas and scary stories and stuff, so I gotta love scary stuff too. Giant Robot, which, as you can see, I got at Phi, but still, it's alright. It's got some good tracks, got some skippable tracks. Still a nice album to check out, sort of a sequel to Buckethead Land, even though Buckethead Land 2 is the supposed sequel, but it's more like the third in a trilogy in my opinion, since Giant Robot's just sort of a continuation of Buckethead Land. Yeah. Day of the Robot. This one also super hard to find. Just, I had to pay a lot of money to find this when I finally found it. But still, I don't know. The first track is really good, but after that it just kind of falls apart. I just got it kind of to get it. Just, Buckethead rarely experiments with electronic stuff, but when he does, it's, I don't know, to be honest, it's usually not very good. Moving on to one of his more well-known releases, I got Coma, one of my favorite albums of his, actually. I love this album so much. I wish I could say the same for Monsters and Robots, even though it's like his best-known album. But I mean, it's got some good, iconic tracks that he always plays live, so it's good to have those. Moving on to his third Death Cube K release, the second one I own, Tunnel. I don't know, I kind of like how all the tracks kind of blend into each other. You can tell he's like trying to tell a story with it, but I'm not really sure what it is since there's no lyrics or description of what it is anywhere. But it's still really nice, atmospheric, scary music. Electric Tears, gotta have Electric Tears. Another thing I got from Fi. Still a great album. Buckethead Land 2, oh boy. The album art, I think, is just kind of ugly. But lots of dark comedy in here. It's funny at points, scary at others. I don't know, it's not something everyone's gonna like. It certainly doesn't stack up to the first Buckethead Land. Like with the first Buckethead Land, he was trying to, like, it had this really campy style, and I just loved that. And you could tell they were trying to retain it with Buckethead Land 2, but trying to give it a darker edge at the same time, and I don't know, it just didn't really work for me. Moving on, I have Population Override, another one of my favorite Buckethead albums. Like, in my opinion, the first 5 tracks are just perfect. But then, I don't know, it gets kind of boring toward the middle, just like same old, same old. But then the last 2 tracks they redeem the album. If you love funk, it's got funk. If you love blues, it's got blues. If you love, like, classic rock style riffs and shredding, it's got that. It's just a great, great album, and I highly recommend you check it out no matter what you're into. The keyboard work is awesome, the guitar work's awesome, the drumming's awesome, just check it out. Like, this is just one of those albums where every time I listen to it, I like to close my eyes and picture a little story going on. That's the first album I ever really did that with was the Gorillaz' Demon Days, back when that came out in 2005. And every time I find an album like that makes me do that, it just, for me at least, it means it's really special. So I always keep these in the front of my mind. This is the most recent addition to my collection, the Cuckoo Clocks of Hell. And I don't know, I don't really like it. It's just kind of a disjointed, awkward mess. And he just tried squeezing in too many musical ideas into one album. Yeah, I don't know, if he took a less experimental approach, it might have been better, but I didn't really like it. Enter the Chicken. Oh man, this one's all over the place. There's stuff I love, stuff I hate. Just, I don't know. It's still great to have since it's one of his more, I guess, mainstream albums, since he collaborated with so many different people. Kaleidoscope, this was one of the first Buckethead CDs I ever got, and oh boy, I have no idea what to think of this. It's daring and experimental, but at the same time, like Cuckoo Clocks of Hell, it's just an awkward, sloppy mess, where he tries to just jam too many ideas into one album, and it just kind of collapses into itself, and it's just, I don't know. But more Death Cube K, Monolith. Yeah, I got all 5 discs right here, ordered straight from the TDRS Music Studios. Completely black music case, unmarked CDs. Yeah, I have to, actually the unmarked CDs are kind of annoying